Thank you so much, Anurag, for having me on this panel today. As we headed into the pandemic, we went into work from home and we enabled 95% of our employees to work from home very, very quickly. We also ensured that the productivity did not get hampered or impacted as a result of the shift from office to work from home. Um, we had flexi work options even much before that we had gone into the work from home scenario for all employees. So it's not a very new situation for us where we would have employees working from office and working from home as well. As an organization, we are working on a long-term strategy to look at, given all safety protocols and guidelines followed, as prescribed by the government, followed by WHO, etc., is when we will look at our employees coming back to office. But right now, we're in the planning stage.
Thank you so much, Pallavi. You were really brief. So let me only say, when you were doing work from home, flexi home policy, that was a choice. Now you have a compulsion. So that's the only nuance difference. Let me start by asking you follow up. Now, employer branding has been very critical. Do you think safety will become an important part of that employer brand?
So, sure. So as you rightly said, employer branding is important, right? And as part of that, safety has become and will become more important. Safety for our organization has always been primary requirement, even as I said, when we were working in office and now work from home. If we look at employer branding, it actually impacts the entire spectrum of an employee life cycle in the organization. It also impacts the potential employees who want to join us in future. So one cannot really ignore employer branding, especially in times like these, right? So there have been considerable time spent on building an employer brand. And as we will go along, it will just help create a more differentiation in the market if there is given more focus around it. I think safety is also about trust. It's to the employees trust you as an organization. And trust is a very, very important element of leading effectively in an environment that we are in today. So it requires encouraging a mindset and a culture of carrying on tasks, as an example, with just minimal supervision. And hence it becomes extremely important to look at safety, as you rightly said, as an element of employer branding. We have introduced recently, and by recently I mean a couple of weeks ago only, one pillar as part of our diversity and inclusion, and we call that as happiness and well-being. So while safety and well-being was always an important part of our culture, of our DNA, we have introduced what we are calling it as happiness and well-being for our employees. And just as Paul mentioned, we have daily guided sessions with experts, with doctors on health-related topics, ergonomics. But as part of the happiness stream, we have also instituted a laughter club. We do daily meditation sessions wherein we've had more than 10,000 employees who have participated in this stream. What we also did in order to ensure the well-being for our employees, while we do have our employee assistance partner, we also have, enhanced our medical insurance. We signed up with Portia for a 10-day health package where it's a home care medical facility provided to our employees and their dependents. So there's a lot of work which has been done around well-being, and we continue to focus around it. When it comes to physically coming back to the employees, as I said, we are working on the plan right now, and we will look at the timelines accordingly, and we will follow what the government guidelines are and ensuring full safety for our employees. We've already spoken about trust, and I totally agree with what Dr. Kalia said, right? And what you said, self-care is important, and care for the employees is also very important. When you talk about trust, for instance, Anurag, we as an organization have gone ahead and paid our bonuses. we gave merit increases and promotions to our eligible employees. So that was the promise we had made to our employees, and we kept to it. We've enabled many policies, whether engagement work that already Paul spoke about. We also went ahead and we started looking at, for instance, development. So we looked at eligibility criteria for mobility, for instance, for our employees. And we went ahead and changed that mobility policy internally to, increase transversal mobility across roles for our employees. Like all other organizations, I'm sure they've done that. We introduced an all digital learning platform. And today we have more than 69,000 employees who are using the curated courses that we have from Harvard, Coursera, etc. So there's a lot that we have done as an organization to ensure not only engagement, well-being and health, happiness, but also making sure that we are focusing on development of our employees. If we look at our engagement scores, it's been the highest ever in the last 1 year. So that speaks for itself to say, that we are truly taking care of our employees. So for me, I think it will be a mix, Anurag, honestly. As I said, we had flexi work options, and to your point, we also had employees who were working from office at that time. We moved totally work from home. So I think, there will be some coming to office to work, some working from home, taking the flexibility again as they had in the past. But definitely what we do see is that a large portion in the entire employee population can now work from home. So that definitely has got proven as well. So for me, it's going to be somewhere in between. It's not going to be an either or. I've spoken about it before. We had flexi work options even before the pandemic came in, and we saw a good uptake on work from home. Which also we have had policies and we've had infrastructure in place in order to support that requirement. More so even now, as I said, since our employee base is working from home, for sure that flexibility will be given more and more, for sure, no questions about it. In fact, cybersecurity is one of the most important areas, Anurag, and given the fact that we are now all virtual and digital, it becomes more and more so important, and we are we have very strict guidelines, and we look at it very closely. Individually, if an employee feels that they are being targeted, I mean, every organization has a grievance mechanism in some form or the other, right? And I would encourage this employee, whoever feels being targeted, to take on the grievance redressal mechanism, or even go to the human resources department. I mean, we are all aware of the fact that yes, we are. We never stopped recruiting, and we've onboarded all our hires. So welcome. In case someone wants to apply for a role, we absolutely encourage that. And we've never stopped hiring. So it will always be a hybrid model, right? Ensuring all safety guidelines, that has to be the topmost priority when looking at coming to office. Whenever that happens in the future, we don't know what that timeline will be. It will be a hybrid model, and safety will be of the utmost importance. That's what we believe in.